What matters is not what happens to you, but how you react to it. Those who laugh at themselves never run out of things to laugh at. Only the educated are free. Some things are in our control, and others are not. Things that we have control over are opinions, aspirations, desires, dislikes, and, in a word, everything that is our own actions. Things we do not have control over are the body, property, reputation, command, and, in a word, everything that is not our actions. The greater the difficulty, the greater the glory of overcoming it. Skilled pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. A wise man is he who does not grieve for what he does not have, but rejoices in what he does have. Do not look for the good in the external. Look for it in yourselves. People are not bothered by things, but by the views they have about them. If someone tells you that a certain person speaks badly about you, do not apologize for what is said about you, but reply, "He did not know about my other faults, or he would not have mentioned only these." Any person who is able to annoy you becomes your master. He can annoy you only if you let him. True wealth doesn't lie in amassing vast possessions, but in harboring few desires. Let your philosophy be an unspoken embodiment rather than a verbose explanation. Blaming others for one's misfortunes signifies a lack of education, while self-reflection signals the beginning of one's enlightenment. To abstain from accusing either oneself or others demonstrates the zenith of one's education. The sole path to happiness lies in relinquishing concerns over matters beyond our control. To grow and improve, embrace the willingness to appear foolish and naive. Surround yourself only with those who elevate you, those whose presence evokes your highest potential. If you aspire to be a reader, read. If a writer, write. Life is a trust bestowed upon us by a higher power. True freedom is mastering oneself and minimizing dependence on external circumstances. The world clears a path for those who have a clear sense of direction. Remember, harm isn't merely in the act, but in your belief that you've been harmed. When provoked, recognize the complicity of your mind in the provocation. Therefore, do not react impulsively to external events. Pause before responding, and you'll find it easier to maintain control. Just as a ship should not rely on a single anchor, life should not hinge on a single hope. Do not demand that events conform to your desires, but rather desire that events unfold as they naturally do, and you will fare well. Behave in life as you would at a banquet. When something is offered, accept it graciously. When it passes, do not cling to it. If it has not reached you, do not rush it, but await its arrival. Extend the same principle to interactions with children, spouses, work, and wealth. Events do not occur by chance, but materialize according to a predetermined plan. The divine dilemma: is God willing to eradicate evil but powerless, or able to do so but unwilling? Realize that expecting others to see you as you see yourself is unrealistic. Your power resides within your mind, not in external circumstances. Understand this and you will discover your inner strength. The essence of your soul is colored by the hues of your thoughts. Live not as if you'll endure 10,000 years, but with the awareness that death looms. While you live and possess the ability, choose goodness. Contemplate the beauty of existence. Gaze at the stars and imagine yourself among them. Reflect continually on the transformations of the elements, for such contemplation purges the dust of earthly life. Obstacles are the stepping stones to progress. What blocks your path becomes the path itself. If it's not right, refrain from doing it. If it's not true, hold back from saying it. If someone looks down upon me, that's their concern. My only care is to avoid actions and words that deserve contempt. The primary rule is to maintain a serene spirit. The second is to confront reality with unwavering honesty. Don't fret about the future. When the time comes, approach it with the same rationality that arms you against the present. Your life improves when you focus on your own actions, making them just and virtuous, rather than obsessing over your neighbor's deeds, words, or thoughts. A contented life requires very little. Everything essential is contained within your own mindset. Before you criticize someone, Ask yourself, which of my own faults most closely resembles the one I'm about to condemn? External distress is not caused by the thing itself, but by your perception of it. Remember, you have the power to revise your perspective at any moment. The quality of your thoughts profoundly influences the happiness of your life. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. If someone is able to show me that what I am thinking or doing is not right, I will gladly change because I am seeking the truth by which no one has ever been truly harmed. It is the person who persists in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. I have often wondered how it is that each person loves himself more than all other people, yet places less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinions of others. Start each day by saying to yourself, "Today I will encounter meddling, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, malice, and selfishness, all because the perpetrators do not know what is good or evil." The perfection of character consists in living each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without hypocrisy. A person's worth is measured by the value of what he values. Always observe that everything is the result of change, and get used to the idea that nature loves nothing so much as changing existing forms and creating new ones. Or is it your reputation that's getting to you? But look at how quickly we are all forgotten. The abyss of endless time that swallows everything, the emptiness of applauding hands, the people who praise us, how capricious they are, how arbitrary, and the tiny region where it all takes place. The whole earth a point in space, and most of it uninhabited. Be like the cliff on which the waves break ceaselessly, but it stands firm, taming the fury of the waters around it. A man must stand upright, not be held upright by others. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Tea is better to stumble with the feet than with the tongue. Well-being is achieved in small steps, but it is truly no small matter. Nothing is more hostile to a firm grip on knowledge than self-deception. The goal of life is to live in harmony with nature. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. Happiness is a good flow of life. A bad feeling is an agitation of the mind that goes against reason and nature. No loss should be more regrettable to us than the loss of our time, for it is irretrievable. Wealth can buy the pleasures of eating, drinking, and other sensual pleasures, but never a serene spirit or freedom from sorrow. We have it in our hands to do the most beautiful and important thing, the thing that even God Himself is happy about, namely, the right handling of our impressions. We absolutely must take care of the things that are under our control and entrust the things that are not under our control to the universe. If you accomplish something good with hard work, the work will quickly pass away, but the good will remain. If you do something shameful for the sake of pleasure, the pleasure passes quickly, but the shame remains. Choose to die well while you still can. Wait too long, and it may become impossible to do so. If we measured what is good by how much pleasure it brings, nothing would be better than self-control. If we measured what is to be avoided by its pain, nothing would be more painful than lack of self-control. You learn good things from good people, but if you mingle with the bad, you destroy the soul you had. You will earn the respect of everyone when you start earning the respect of yourself. Do not expect to encourage others to do good deeds when you are aware of your own misdeeds. Since everyone dies, it is better to die with distinction than to live a long time.